and welcome back to the broadcast. Okay, I'm happy now because I have my warm little
Isn't that good?
apple cider.
You know, that would be great if you have a little bit of a sore throat. There's lots of, you know, it's the beginning of school, so there's all kinds of stuff
Crud
going
going around.
Get one of those.
I think it's great if you're just, you know, doing a TV show at 9:53 in the morning.
that
I think it's great if you just get some of this apple crumble from Scott Jones.
See, they kind of go together. Apple cider,
we got a theme
crumble.
here today. It's called High Fall.
The rosemary in the
Yeah,
crumble is so interesting, isn't
Love
it?
it.
Really makes a difference.
Really
Not on my diet, but
delicious.
It
I'm
makes
all
it
on board.
taste like
Girl,
like-
YOLO.
like Thanksgiving.
That's what you always
YOLO.
say.
Okay, so speaking of food, I thought this was interesting, and you will totally relate with this if you've been out to a restaurant and you read the menus. Did you hear yesterday, by the way, the interview that we did, and he said that the menus were the most disgusting thing,
Yes,
all the germs?
ew. And I've thought about that. Have you ever picked one up and it's kind of sticky or wet and they
Tacky.
tried to wipe it off and they probably use that same
It's like it had syrup on it. They didn't quite get the syrup off.
Ew. Yuck.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I digress, sorry. So this was all the ways that the restaurants try to trick you with their menu items. So it says that if you think about meals labeled like pesto pasta or mixed salad, they don't sound very interesting, right?
Right.
So, but when they change it up and give it like some like Italian sounding name, and it's kind of like what
Garth does
it's
with
what
his
Garth
long
does.
titles.
Yes.
I'm like, just break it down.
Exactly.
Break it down.
Or
What
like
they're
it's scallops
saying-
and butter.
Yeah. What they're saying is that Garth is onto something because people will order something
He
if it
insists
sounds
in
more
putting
interesting.
every ingredient in the title of his recipe. And I'm like, well, this is not necessary. People need to just break it down.
They say that the more exotic the dish name, the better. Smooth, crisp, fresh, fragrant.
I get it.
Says any reference to taste, touch, and texture will always tickle your imagination
So
and,
they say
and your appetite.
crispy instead of fried.
Yes.
Stuff of that nature.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because crispy and fried is delicious.
And it
Delish. And
sparks
fried
your-
just sounds like it's worse for you.
It sparks your imagination, and when
Yeah.
your imagination is sparked, apparently your appetite
It's so
goes along
true.
with it.
There's
love it.
all kinds of tricks in the food business, trust me.
And this was, by the way, a study done by Cornell University.
love it.
It says that font and colors actually matter as well.
It does.
They spend a lot of money in restaurant development
Yes, they
just
do.
in terms of what they're going to do with their menus.
A lot goes into that. A lot of
I'm not to where I'll
psychology.
start
Yep.
taking pictures of menus. If I really like the layout and I
Oh.
like fonts, I'll just take pictures of it so I'll remember if I ever have a restaurant.
That's a good idea. Well, know this then. It says anything written in green or dishes showcased in font and text boxes are ordered 40% more often.
That would make sense.
And
Then those
my very
one.
favorite was in a box. It was all in boxes, very organized, like starters, salads. It was all organized.
Well, it's almost like it's because it's the special one. It got its own special box, so it must be better, right? Isn't that what we think? It says that restaurants should avoid menus that have ruined, stained, or torn covers because they give consumers the impression that the restaurant's not high quality. I mean, that's kind of
ew.
a real
and those
denialism, right?
tacky, sticky ones.
It reminds you that they're disgusting.
It does say that a separate dessert menu works as an incentive to make diners order again.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun to go to a restaurant now and knowing this and
Yes.
see all the things that
We're
they
gonna
do.
start
and
taking note. We'll be like, there, here comes that second menu.
knowing me, because I'm the, you know what you should do, girl? I'll like start, you know, leaving notes like, oh, you should do a separate dessert menu. Did you know?
For the owner?
Did you know, by the way?
40% more often if you put it in a text box.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, and it says that the last tricky part is, of course, the looming bill. And restaurants want to put clients at ease about cost, so prices should only have 2 digits, never 4.
Oh,
so
so
like
$25
$10
instead of $24.99. Stuff of
But
that
those
nature.
high-end ones, don't they kind of do that 95 thing at the
No,
end?
they're the ones that do the simple. Like, it's just $35 for your meal.
$54 for
We
a
went
steak.
to a place that was charging $50 per ounce on a steak.
I just want to
We didn't
try
order it.
that
We didn't
one
order it.
time.
We're back out to the break.
Aged to perfection.
Wow.